What is going on, guys? My name is Tefty. Welcome to your weekly reset video for Destiny. It is the last day of February 28th, and the first week of Destiny in March. And Iron Banner is coming this week, guys. So if you want to play some Iron Banner Supremacy with the new meta, with the lack of shotguns and the prevalence of sidearms, hopefully have some more primary fights, it is happening this week. Iron Banner, you're going to be able to get the hand cannon, which is a really good lingering song. And I believe the sniper rifle, which I would just forget about on that. But enough about Iron Banner, which is probably going to happen at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We have artifacts to look at. First up, the Memory of Scory once again with a discipline roll. If you don't know what this does, when your super is full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. And if you're wondering what that beeping in the background is, my kitchen. Memes is heating up a little bit of food back there. Side note, Memory Scory, your super energy gets recharged from your allies when their super is full. It is really good for PvE. For PvP, it is a source of contention. This week's roll is trash. Stay away from it. It's 79%. Garbage. Memory of Radagast, easily one of my favorite ones. Gain the ability to reflect energy-based projectiles when guarding with a sword, but increased sword ammo capacity. Awesome. You get to run heroic strikes nearly with a primary sword. So fun. In fact, this week is great for some heroic strikes. You got Void Burn and Brawler. So you can bust out the Dark Drinker and then throw on Memory of Radagast, get like 89 ammo for your heavy, and essentially use it like a primary weapon. It's one of my more favorite things to do in Destiny. This week's roll for Memory of Radagast is actually not as bad. It's not phenomenal, but it's not too bad. It's 92%. So, and it's also strength though. So, yeah, probably if you already have it, you probably already have one that you're going to hold on to. But if you're looking for a 92% roll on strength, that's what we have this week. Memory of Galleon, the final one, grants a detailed radar. Radar persists when sighting with your primary weapons and gives you the radar with your primaries. Pretty self-explanatory. Again, the roll is trash, 79%. They just have a tough time getting good rolls with this. The engrams this week in the Iron Temple is Helmet, Primary, Special, and Heavy. So you kind of have your pick of weapons this week for those engrams this week. This week. My goodness. It's going to be interesting to see how Iron Banner plays out with the changes to the meta and all that. Let's have a look at Shiros Bounties this week. Shock it to me. Use arc damage to kill Fallen. Kill 75 total. There goes that microwave again. Pull the plug. Kill Fallen Majors and Ultras. Gives percentages, so you just kill those Fallen Majors. Easily done in Archon's Forge. And then Archon's Forge Dregs. Complete Dreg encounters in the Archon's Forge. Pretty self-explanatory. And then Archon's Forge Vandals. Completes Vandal encounters in Archon's Forge. So this is all easily achievable in Archon's Forge this week. Let's have a look at this stuff. Mantle of Galleon with Intellect and Discipline. Maxed out Discipline, but a few shy of the Intellect, so it's like a 98%, 99%, something like that. Yeah, actually, I think 99%, or 98. And then we have Silimar's Iron Sash. It's an alright roll. Discipline and Strength, I'd probably stay away from that. And then Fellwinter's Iron Bond with almost a maxed out roll, but no Intellect. Yeah, it's 2 points off from the Strength on that. So this is a 99% roll, this is like a 98, roughly, and then this is straight trash. Yeah, that's what's happening in the Iron Tower. Let's jump out into orbit and take a look at the strikes, playlists, and all that jazz. This week's Nightfall, the Saber Strike, the Jumbo Shankaroonies. Fresh troops. Some enemy squads have been fortified with additional reinforcements, just more enemies in general. Chaff. Player radar is disabled, so Memory Galleon does not enable the radar. Nothing like that. It is going to be permanently disabled. Grounded. Players take more damage while airborne. That's annoying. And then Brawler. Guardian melee damage is greatly increased, so try not to jump. Your melees do a lot more damage. No radar, so you're not going to be able to see what's going on. And then fresh troops and all that. Pretty straightforward Nightfall strike. It's a little annoying with that... with the beginning part, that is probably the toughest out of that stuff, but there's no amped damage for any source, no arc damage at least, and that strike, honestly, if there's arc damage, it's really rough, so it should be okay, honestly. For the heroic strikes this week, again, I said this earlier, and it's awesome. Ironclad, more enemies have shields. Straightforward. Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased, and it does get affected by swords and void damage. Dark Drinker, guys. Pull out your Dark Drinker and have some fun. Spin to win. That Brawler combo is amazing. If you get 3 people with the Dark Drinker, you can melt bosses. Just get melted immediately. It's so fun, honestly. It's something I look forward to. So that's going to be a good week for strikes. In the Crucible, we've got Freelance 6v6 makes a return for this playlist. Again, if you don't know what Freelance is, it means that you can't join with a team. You have to go in solo. So it kind of prevents people from getting stacked up against the 6-man team when you're going in solo. You know, some people complain about that. Mayhem Rumble is the other one. So Mayhem combined with Rumble. Another just queuing in by yourself type of playlist with tons of super energy and grenades. There's been a lot of talk about there's probably just too many playlists right now. A lot of people have been queuing up, having 4v4s, 4v5s, and not even having matches that get to have the full amount of players, no 6v6s. And I'm starting to believe that I think the root of the cause is there's just too many playlists, honestly. They need to reduce this down to 3, 4, 5, something like that playlists. So there's the population doesn't get split apart as much, in my opinion. Let's have a look at the challenge modes. So this week for Wrath of the Machine, we've got Axis is the challenge mode for Wrath. And then for King's Fall, we've got War Priest. So Axis and War Priest are the challenges this week. Let's jump on into the tower and have a look at the bounties and stuff. Back in the Vanguard Hall, guys. Zavala. Strike Elite. Earn gold tier, silver tier, and bronze tier medals. I believe 9 of them total for the Strike Elite bounty. And then the Sunrise bounty, again, it's the strike that allows you to get the Icebreaker, complete the Nightfall within 30 minutes and get gold tier. And then this bounty completes, you have a small chance at getting the Icebreaker. And then Merciless this week. Get 9 rapid enemy kills to earn Rampage medal on Siva Crisis strikes. Secondary, primary, and heavy. All of these can give you light level 400 gear. If you have been struggling to get gear that is light level 400, that is a great source. You got 3 characters, hopefully, that can each get those bounties done, and you can get that stuff knocked out for that 400 light level. Same thing for this Shaxx Bounty as well. You can get 400 light level gear. Home for Glory, it is Supremacy, which makes sense because Supremacy for Iron Banner this week. Definitely pick up this bounty before you jump into Iron Banner, because you can get the Iron Banner bounties done and this in tandem, and then get lots of light level relevant rewards. There you go. Pretty straightforward and simple. Let's go look at the Cryptarch, actually, before we talk about material exchange type of stuff. So this week in the tower, he's selling a chest piece, chest, helmet, primary, and heavy for those engrams. And for the material exchanges, Eris Morn is taking Worm Spore, which is good. Future War Cult is taking Spin Metal. Dead Orbit is taking Spin Metal as well. And New Monarchy, as you would believe, is taking Spin Metal. All 3. It is a hot sale on that Spin Metal action. Let's have a look at the speaker and see if we have any max roll class items, because that happens from time to time. Speaker this week.
What do you need?
So we've got Cult Trinary Star with a near max roll. It's like a 98% roll. Quantum Phoenix Blue with a bad roll. Stay away from that. Thaler's Golden Maul with a meh roll. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not perfect either. Honor of Cormorant with a not so perfect roll either. Binary Lazarus with a not so perfect roll. And White Polygon Construct with a near perfect roll. 99%. So close. So close. We're going to jump on out and jump to the reef and have a look at that stuff. Back in the reef, guys, let's have a look at Varix. Give me some heavy ammo, Varix. You know you wanna? Yes, we got some heavy ammo. Perfect. Perfect. So his bounties this week, impressive performance. Earn points in Challenge of Elders. You got to do challenge and earn them points. Close still counts. Use grenades to kill enemies in level 41 or Challenge of Elders. A total of 40 enemies total. So you easily knock this out along with this. And then finally, Shadow Boxer, use void abilities to kill enemies in level 41 or Challenge of Elders, kill 30 total. Pretty straightforward, guys. Nothing crazy right there. Varix can give you some decent rewards, honestly, so it is actually worth leveling him up. The Cryptarch in the Reef is selling gloves, or gauntlets, I should say, class item, primary, and heavy this week. Not too much else going on. We're going to jump out and take a look at Challenge of Elders and see what kind of modifiers are on this week. And to round things off, Challenge of Elders has super kill bonus. Get extra points for getting super kills in there. Catapult grenade recharge rate is greatly increased, so your grenades just come back super fast, which actually synergizes with, I believe, one of the bounties, wasn't it? And then Brawler, Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. It seems to be a week for Brawler. So just melees, swords. Again, swords become really fun when Brawler's on. I mean, they're fun regardless, but when Brawler's on, they get extra damage. So a good week for swords this week, guys. That is the weekly reset video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. I apologize for being late on this video. I got done streaming Horizon Zero Dawn because it was launch night for Horizon Zero Dawn. A lot of fun, a lot of fun. I got done around 3:30 in the morning or so, 3:45 in the morning. So that is the reason why I'm late on this video. Apologies, guys. But if you enjoyed it, thank you very much. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. It's the first video you've seen of mine. And I will see you guys for another video. Thanks again for hanging and watching, all in support on the streams. It's incredible, guys. I'll see you next time. Deuces.